Hello and welcome to the 6th Tournament of Champions. That's right, we finally made it to the end of Season 6 after like 7 months. Wow, I didn't expect the season to take this long. But yeah, the rules are pretty much the same as the previous tournaments, but since these are a special occasion, I should probably go ahead and explain how the Tournament of Champions works. As the name of the tournament suggests, all these competitors are the winners of all the races and tournaments from Season 6, all 16 of them. And today they will be competing to become the Season 6 champion and be the 6th marble advancing to the ultimate finale, which will be at the end of Season 10 and the end of the series. And we're almost ready for the first round to begin. So, as you can see, the 16 competitors are split into 4 groups of 4. And each group will go down, one group at a time, down our first track for the Tournament of Champions. But the unique element exclusive to the Tournament of Champions is the finishing platform. Basically, the way this works is that the first 2 marbles to make it here and stay on here will move on to the next round. However, if the marble falls off, then that marble's instantly disqualified. Here's an example. Let's say Silver Speeder makes it on, but then falls off. And then like 2 more marbles go on after them and stay on. Well, those marbles are moving on because they were the first 2 to land on there and stay on there. I don't have much else to say, so let's go ahead and get started with the first match. Alright, our first match for the Season 6 Tournament of Champions consists of Python, Alien Green, Ocean Blue, and Jungle. Let's see which 2 of these marbles is gonna make it to the next round. The tournament officially starts now. Alright, tight competition so far, but it looks like Ocean Blue currently has the lead. But he just got tackled by Python. This is already a very close match. Looks like Python now has the lead, but we still have a ton more track to go. And remember, the first 2 marbles will move on as long as they safely land on that platform down there without falling off. But now Alien Green took the lead away from Python and Ocean Blue. But Python's trying to take it back. But so far, he hasn't been able to. Alright, the marbles are approaching the first out of 3 elevators. And Python is going to take the lead, but we're not done yet. Ooh, looks like Python's going to have a huge lead in these elevators. But if you get stuck and there's no marbles behind you, then I won't manually make them unstuck. That way everyone gets a chance. Alright, looks like Python made it down there, and the other marbles are in a tighter battle, but they're still kind of far behind. But uh-oh, on the rolly block track there, looks like Python just got stuck. But with a nudge from Alien Green, they got unstuck. But now Alien Green is stuck. Not good news for Alien Green. As they head into this special funnel, not sure what to call it. They did a lot of experimenting with this track, doing some new ideas. And now the marbles are headed up the final elevator. Wow, no one can seem to catch up to Python. Python's almost at the end. but this is the tricky moving section here. You gotta get in through that hole and land on the platform. The other competitors are starting to catch up to Python, but Python has made it through there, and Python will be moving on. And so will Alien Green, so these are your 2 marbles moving on to the second round. And wow, these marbles aren't moving on because they didn't make it to the end of time, but wow, Jungle almost fell off there. That was scary. Looks like we have our first 2 marbles moving on. Alright, the second heat consists of lava, concrete, midnight, and sunflower. Some of those marbles have never been in a tournament of champions before. Who knows, one of them might win the whole thing. Oh, we got a 3-way blockage there. That's gonna give concrete an early start, but not for long as they're already back in the action trying to chase them down. But it looks like concrete's able to avoid all the distractions and keep first place, but we don't know if that's gonna last. Ooh, Midnight almost caught up to him, but so far, concrete's been dominant so far. But it looks like Dandelion has moved up to second place. And the other marbles are starting to catch up. Except for Lion, who is pretty far behind. Oh, looks like Midnight finally made a big hit on concrete. And it looks like that might be... Yes, it looks like Midnight is now in the lead as they head into this first elevator. But it looks like concrete's going to be right behind them. All of them are going to be right behind each other. So it looks like this is going to be much closer competition than the last round. As they get up this second elevator. Alright, we got a tight 3-way battle here, but it looks like Midnight's got the lead so far. And yes, he does. Concrete hit Midnight there, but it wasn't enough to get back in the lead. Ooh, we got a few marbles getting stuck here. Not good. These rolly block pieces don't work very well. No wonder they're basically impossible to get now. Well, it looks like Midnight has a huge lead in this final elevator. But now we're headed into the rolly block maze with lots of turns where you can be stuck if you're not careful. But it looks like Midnight made it through. And concrete gets stuck. So I guess the question is Midnight gonna make it through here? Last time everyone did. And now we're all down to the last 2 funnels. Ooh, nice try, Midnight. You didn't quite make it. But is Lion gonna make it? Yes, Lion got on at the right time, but he's in a dangerous position. He might get... Ooh, that was very close. Lion almost got knocked off. And it looks like Sunflower also made it on, but not in time. The first 2 marbles to make it here are Lion and Concrete, and they are the marbles moving on. Alright, the third heat consists of Cotton Candy, Shooting Star, Atlantis, and Tide Pod. Again, these are a few more marbles that have never been in a Tournament of Champions before. Not sure if any of them have, actually. Alright, close competition once again, and it looks like Tide Pod will be the first marble making it out of the bumper funnels. But the other marbles are already about to pass him. Actually, not quite. Tide Pod's still in the lead, but Atlantis is really trying hard to take that lead back. Alright, oh, this might be interesting. Oh, nice try, Atlantis. He almost got ahead of Tide Pod in the mini funnel. The Tide Pod remains undefeated so far. But wait, he got stuck in that peg maze. Ah, nice try, Atlantis. Once again, he tried to pass Tide Pod, but just couldn't. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen now. Looks like it's gonna be Tide Pod taking the lead into the first elevator, and all the other marbles are coming in shortly from behind. Looks like they all made it to the elevator in time. And then there's another one after that. Oh, but looks like Tide Pod made it to that cut before all of them, so that's gonna give him a big lead. But as you saw with the last match, even if you're in first place, you still gotta worry about that dangerous section at the end. And Tide Pod remains undefeated yet again. No one can seem to catch up to him in time. Alright, this is a tricky maze where you can get stuck if you're not careful. Especially in that mini funnel. Oh, but Tide Pod makes it through. And in second place, we have Shooting Star, who is getting pretty close. Actually, wait a minute. That entire time, I've been calling him Shooting Star, but that's actually Black Hole. They look similar, okay? It's just there is a difference. Shooting Star kind of has like an orange line around it. But will Tide Pod make it? Ooh, he was going a bit slow there, but he makes it. Now he's guaranteed to move on unless he gets knocked off by one of the other marbles, which almost happened in the last round. Uh-oh. Nope. Not Tide Pod. Black Hole does not make it, but Cotton Candy makes it on, and as long as Atlantis doesn't knock anyone off, we will have our results. Okay, so it looks like the marbles moving on are Tide Pod and Cotton Candy. And the last heat for round 1 consists of Silver Speeder, Candy Cane, Sandstorm, and Vortex, who took the very last spot in this Tournament of Champions in the last video. So let's see which one of these marbles is going to make it. Well, which 2 of these marbles is going to make it. 3, 2, 1, go! It looks like Silver Speeder made it in there first, but anything can change. And now, Candy Cane. No, Candy Cane doesn't have the lead anymore. In that mini funnel, everything changed. Actually, it might have the slight lead now. Oh, that was very close, but Vortex actually has the lead now. And it's a tight competition except for Silver Speeder, who is pretty far behind. And Vortex is able to continue on without being passed so far. Oh! Oh, never mind. Sandstorm just made the perfect move in that mini funnel. That was amazing. Wow. But once again, Silver Speeder not really living up to his name. He's slow! Okay. But look at this. We got a 3-way tight competition in this funnel right here. And looks like Vortex is going to take it, but Candy Cane briefly got stuck there. And Silver Speeder got stuck on that peg maze. Not good for him. Oh, and one last rule I forgot to mention is that if not enough marbles make it, like if only one marble makes it to the end, then we'll have a rematch between the 3 remaining competitors, and whoever wins will also take the second spot and move on. But hopefully that won't happen. I think that happened in the first round of the last tournament. But anyways, it seems like for this race, the main rivalry we'll be seeing is between Vortex and Candy Cane, unless something insane happens that switches everything up. Well, this is where I've seen a million marbles get stuck. But Vortex doesn't get stuck, but it gets stuck in that funnel. That's good news for Candy Cane and the other marbles. Ooh, we got a tight contest here. And Candy Cane will take the lead. At least Silver Speeder didn't get stuck there like we've seen a lot in this race. Ooh, tight competition on the spiral and into the maze. Let's see what's gonna happen. Vortex makes it through, and so does Candy Cane, but Candy Cane got stuck down there. Not good. And Sandstorm gets stuck in that funnel. But it looks like he got freed, and now the only marble that's stuck is Silver Speeder. But since there's no one behind him, I'll free him. And it looks like Vortex made it on. Ooh, tight contest here. Who's gonna get the second spot? Ooh, Sandstorm will. Oh, but he doesn't make it. But look at that, Candy Cane makes it. And it looks like, unless they get knocked off, which I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Nope. Looks like the last 2 marbles moving on are Candy Cane and Vortex. Wow, those were some insane matches. Alright, it's almost time for round 2 to start. So, as you can see, we now have 8 marbles remaining in the competition. We've cut the field down from 16 to 8. And now for this round, we're going to cut it from 8 to 2. And the 2 marbles that are left will compete against each other in the final round of the Tournament of Champions. So, to be brief, as you can see, we also have the remaining competitors in groups of 4. But this time, although we also have the same gray finishing platform at the end of the course, this time only the very first marble in each match to make it here and stay there will move on to the next round. So only 1 marble per group is going to move on. So this is going to make things even more tricky. So let's go ahead and get to our first match. Alright, the competitors in the first heat for round 2 are Vortex, Alien Green, Concrete, and Python. Let's see which one of these 4 marbles will become the first finalist for this season's Tournament of Champions. We're going to find out now. And Concrete takes the early lead into the triple decker funnels, but it looks like Alien Green just stole the lead. The very top funnel you can get through a lot faster, and it looks like Python is currently in last place. Ooh, looks like in the bumper funnel, Concrete was able to take back the lead. Well, actually, it's not much of a bumper funnel. It just has a few deflectors and a bell, but whatever, you know what I mean. And uh-oh, looks like Alien Green got stuck there. That's not good news. And now the marbles are going to be going through the split paths. And now Python is even more far behind. But that might change in these elevators, because if you miss the elevator seats, then that's a big loss of time. And this is actually a set of 2 elevators. And once again, Concrete is still in the lead, but Alien Green is now right behind him. Ooh, Alien Green almost passed him in the funnel. Tight contest here. Oh, wow, that was the perfect move in that half pipe. It looks like Alien Green is now in the lead. Oh, and it looks like Vortex is now in last place. Looks like Python has reached a redemption. Concrete briefly got stuck in the mini peg maze, which hasn't appeared much on my channel. And Alien Green now has the lead. Yep, Alien Green definitely has a very good shot at winning this if he can just stick the landing there at the end. And in second place, we have Python, followed by Vortex, and now Concrete, who was doing pretty good earlier in the race, is now in last place. But since only one marble can move on, I'll mostly be focused on Alien Green right now. Uh-oh, looks like Alien Green does not make it. Well, looks like the next marble in the lead is Python. This ain't an easy jump right here. Python makes it on. Oh, but he doesn't get on the base plate. Next up is Vortex, followed shortly by Concrete. Oh, it's a neck-and-neck battle. And Concrete makes the perfect landing. And unlike all the other marbles, actually manages to stay on the base plate. Wow, that was an epic finish. Looks like Concrete is our first finalist, which will be competing against the next finalist in the third and final round of the Season 6 Tournament of Champions. Alright, the last match for the second round consists of Concrete, Tide Pod, Candy Cane, and Lion. Let's see who will join Concrete in the final round. We're gonna find out now. Lion takes the lead, but this is already a very unpredictable first portion of the track. And it looks like Cotton Candy takes the lead, but it looks like Lion is really trying hard to fight for it. And Lion is able to keep the lead out of the pinwheel funnel. And right now, Tide Pod is in a very deep last place. Uh-oh, looks like Lion got stuck. That's gonna be good news for the other competitors. Ooh, in that white section there, Candy Cane almost got in the lead, but he just couldn't quite do it. And all the way up here we have Tide Pod, who is really, really far behind, but anything can change at any second. Even right now. Okay, maybe not right now, but still. Later in the race, the elevators add further uncertainty into the mix. And up front, we have a three-way, very tight battle, which is currently at a pause because they're in the elevator, but as you can see, they're going to be right next to each other, at least on this elevator. Unless some of them miss the second one I keep forgetting about. Oh, looks like Tide Pod got stuck. Not good. But as you saw in the last round, even if you're far ahead of the competition, you're still not safe until you safely land that platform. And Lion still has a big lead. but it looks like he gets stuck on the mini partners. And uh-oh, candy cane fell off. Let me just put him back on. And Tide Pod just made it up that elevator there, way behind. And it looks like the race is gonna be quite a bit more spread out, as you can see here. And I don't even see, oh, you know what? He's too far behind. Let's just do that. I promise I'm not being unfair here. It's just I want to give all the marbles a chance. Either way, he's still in the deep last place. But up in first place, we have Lion, who has just been completely dominant pretty much this entire race. But wait, the other two marbles are coming up the elevator as well. Anything can happen. You can see in the back there, Tide Pod slowly making his way towards this area. And it looks like Lion is going to be the first marble to make it to the jump. And let's see if he can make it. Oh no, he can't. But look at this, a neck-and-neck battle here. Perfect entry. And Cotton Candy will be moving on unless he gets knocked off, which is unlikely to happen. And I believe that Tide Pod got stuck again somewhere. It's almost sad how bad his luck has been this entire race, but what matters is that we have our winner for this match, which is Cotton Candy. Surprisingly, it wasn't Lion. Like, until this part, he was in the lead for the entire race, but it looks like we now have our two finalists for this season's Tournament of Champions. But unfortunately, due to me not wanting this video to be too long, and due to the fact that larger videos take a much longer time to upload, I'm actually going to split this Tournament of Champions into two parts. So the final round for this tournament will be in the next video, which I promise will not take too long to come out. But hey, at least the benefit to you guys for me splitting this series up is that you get the first two rounds earlier than you would if I didn't split the video. But yeah, I don't like leaving you guys on a cliffhanger, but yeah, that is all the time we have for this season's Tournament of Champions. So thank you guys for watching this. It's not over yet. In the next video, you'll see Cotton Candy and Concrete battle it out on the third and final track in the last round of the Season 6 Tournament of Champions.
To be continued.